to the cloud.
Okay, let me see. All right, welcome everybody. Those of you who are on our Zoom platform and also Facebook Live. This is going to be, it's kind of like a pop-up webinar that we're doing. We haven't really promoted it or did too many announcements, but this is, what we're going to talk about is some tips on leads to help small business owners. If you're around listening and you don't need any more business, then you can go do something else. But if you need more clients and customers, stick around and we'll give you some information. Now, I see there's people from, usually we get people from United States, but I noticed that there's people from San Diego, Colorado, different places, but it's interesting. There's people from different parts of the world. And I guess I can say good morning to those people who are morning, like in the Philippines and other countries. But anyway, let's get started. So this webinar is presented by Expert Media Matters, which is a partnership between Martin and myself. Martin is the back-end guy running the PowerPoint, Zoom, and Facebook and everything else. I'm just going to talk story. So I was in New York, Times Square Today Show, talking about marketing and different things like that. So we'll go to the next slide. And got a couple photos. I was in Hollywood getting an award, red carpet, and then the guy next to me is Jack Canfield, Chicken Soup for the Soul. He sold about 500 million copies, and I wish we could sell even 1 million copies of our book. We would be richer than we are today. All right, next. The reason why I'm saying next is my laptop kind of went haywire, so Martin is doing the PowerPoint. So, like I mentioned, we have Ask the Expert series on social media marketing and marketing in general. And why do we do this? We do this to help small business owners, entrepreneurs build, manage, and market online. Today's interesting topic is lead generation. Go with the sales flow, and we'll explain about the sales flow as we go through the presentation. But lead generation is just the idea of getting leads for your company. Next. So let's talk about your to-do list. What is your to-do list if you're a business owner? Well, it's to get more leads, right? And let me tell you about these definitions, prospect versus lead. And this might not be the standard definition, but this is the ones that we use in our business. So a prospect is an unqualified contact, whereas a lead is a qualified contact who has move further into the sales process. So there's kind of a difference in hierarchy or timing. Next. So let's talk about communication. Next slide, please. All right, so there's prospects versus lead, and there's the different form of communication. The prospect is one-way communication, where somebody like a salesperson is just telling you about buying a used car and you're not talking back, versus a lead, which is two-way communication. So the car salesman's talking to you and you're asking, how many miles does a car have? What's the price and all that good stuff. So it's better communication. Next. And let's talk about targeted leads. Are you on target? What is a targeted lead anyway? Well, a lead is a group, right, of people. A targeted lead is actually a specific group of consumers most likely to want your product or service. That's a targeted lead. And how do you get to that targeted lead category? Well, it's based on demographics, age, gender, income, location, interests, and that kind of thing. So it's more narrowly focused. The more narrow your group can be for targeted leads, the better for you. Otherwise, you're blanketly trying to market or advertise, or, announcing to everybody out there, and that doesn't work. It's like making a social media post and you don't know who's going to see it. And for the most part, the majority of the people that are going to see it are not in your targeted prospect group. Okay, so you got to kind of know who your audience is. Next. Let's talk more about lead generation. What is lead generation anyway? What does that mean? Well, it's generating leads, right? So basically, the definition is the process of generating interest for a product or service with the goal of turning that interest into a sale. Basically, that's lead generation. Every business, whether it's a product you're selling, products or a service, or if you're a nonprofit organization, you still need leads. Every business needs leads. If you don't need leads, that means you're doing great and you don't need to be listening to this webinar. Okay, next. There's two types of categories, and in sales there's business to business and there's business to consumer. So the term is B2B or B2C. So B2B is business to business, a business model in which a company sells goods or services just to other companies and not to individuals. The B2C is that it's your business selling direct to the consumer. Okay, so the difference is on a business to business, if you're a wholesale bakery and you're just selling to wholesalers like Costco, and you don't have a brick and mortar shop where people can go in and buy things individually, okay, that's a B2B. Whereas if you're a bakery and you have a brick and mortar store, you have a window and people are invited to come in and buy a few pastries here and there, that's B2C, business to consumer. Now, there's possibility that your company can be both. Your company can sell products or services to other businesses or direct to the consumer. Okay, so that's that. Next. I want to tell you about the true cost of getting leads, and it's not that easy and cheap to generate leads. You could get leads from putting ads in a magazine or newspaper, and you could spend $3,500 to $8,000 a month, and these are monthly figures now. Or you could get leads by putting an ad on TV or radio, running a commercial, and you could, depending on the frequency of your ad, you could be paying $8,000 to $12,000 a month. So the traditional marketing method is very costly versus the digital marketing methods, which is a lot cheaper. And I can tell you a personal story. Martin and I, we participated in a trade show, and I have a construction management business, and every year we participate in a trade show. And the cost of the booth and other expenses relative to participating in the trade show, printing out flyers and all those kind of things, getting things set up, renting the booth, it's $5,000. Okay, so I pay $5,000 to rent a booth, provide marketing materials and giveaways and that, plus the manpower to man the booth. And at the end of 2 days, I end up with maybe 30 leads, okay, at best. So it's very costly to go that route. Now, digital marketing, you can pick up leads doing that by doing social media posts and maybe Facebook or Google ads here and there and see how that works. But it's a lot cheaper. We're going to show you something that's very exciting on how to get leads. Okay, next slide. So we're going to show you the fastest, easiest lead generation system ever. And usually my webinars are providing information only, and we're not trying to sell anything to you, but we changed our direction just for this webinar here. And we're going to explain a little bit about how this thing works on the lead generation. Next. So let's talk about the fastest, easiest lead generation system ever. Questions that we're going to ask you. Do you need more high quality leads for your business? If the answer is yes, okay, good, stick around. Do you want to grow your business online but don't know where to start? Well, we can help you there. Okay, next slide. Speaking of fastest lead generation system ever, here's another question. Do you lack confidence in generating interest and closing sales? A lot of people out there in business, they're hesitant to, make calls or send emails out or send texts out or even social media posts. Are you determined to take your business to the next level? I hope you are. Okay, so stick around. We've got some good news for you. So next. So we'd like to tell you about what we have as our strategic partnership, and we call it the ultimate game changer. And all you pay is $49.50 per month, which is like really, really low and inexpensive. And our program, you get 100 targeted prospects per month, 10 personality reports, where what it is you can type in a name. Let's say you have a client and you really want to know more about the client in order to see what their hot buttons are and all that. You can do a personality report on them. It's sort of like a credit check, but you're not getting credit information. You're getting what they like, what they're interested in, things like that. And then also with the platform, you get 2 websites. You get to choose between 100 different templates, and you can either make the website yourself or you can hire a nerd to do it for you. And it's very, very easy because of the templates. And there's a whole lot more. And we're going to be talking more about this interesting thing that we have. Next slide. So getting leads with sales flow, and that's what we call it. It's a sales flow. It's as easy as 4 clicks in 1 minute. It's very fast. And the idea is that you're going to get trained on how to use it if you're interested. And so basically in the time it takes you to read, 3 lines, you could have gotten a lead and basically sent it through Facebook Messenger or LinkedIn or some of the other platforms. So the idea is you find a high quality prospect based on your parameters, send them a AI optimized message or create your own personal message, and you could schedule a follow-up call, either through email or a telephone call, and that's basically how it is. So you find a high quality prospect, send them the message, and schedule a call. So it's very, very easy. It's nothing complicated at all. And let's go to the next slide. So we want to give away at this time two free books that we made, and these are not our best-selling books, but I've had two best-selling books on Amazon. We're just waiting for it to reach the best-selling status. But you go to our website, askmarketingexperts.now.site, and go to publications, and you can download the free ebooks. Next slide. And then free monthly leads for you. We're giving away 10 free leads per month. You just go to our website, ultimatefreeleads.now.site, and sign up. There's no credit card needed. We're not asking for any money. We just want you to try it out and see if you like it, because we know that if you like it, it'll lead to more interest, and possibly you'd be interested in actually signing up and buying the 100 leads per month. Martin and I are using this already, and it's very exciting. It's something new that all business owners should be using. Okay, next. All right, so before we get to the Q&A, what I'd like to do is turn it over to Martin, and he'll share with you how this whole thing works. And it's a live demonstration. He'll go into the platform and explain things. So Martin, are you ready?
I had to unmute myself. Sorry, Lance. Yes, I'm ready. I just got to get to my my desktop here, because doing your slide presentation there threw me a little bit off. So I got to I think I got to just kind of escape out of the this.
You mean you got thrown off?
Yeah, you know me. I'm easily thrown off.
Okay, so just checking. So,
yeah. I'm just trying to get myself out of your PowerPoint. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you got the floor now. So go ahead and do your thing. I think what I'll do is I'll go off video for now. Oh, I can see myself now. Oh, I know what happened.
Yourself. So
yeah, when you have the shared screen, I only could see the PowerPoint. So
can you see my screen now with the
no?
Oh, you cannot. Okay, so I've got to I've still got to share. I got to do another share screen.
Yeah, you got to do another
screen. I got to share my desktop, and then let's see, share. Okay, so now how's that? Do you see my?
Yeah, we can see it now. So go for it.
Great. Okay, so everyone, this is SalesFlow, and let me kind of open it up so it's kind of takes my whole screen there. There you go. So this is SalesFlow, and this is what I call the next generation of lead generation, and it's called SalesFlow. And this is my account here. And SalesFlow is basically, if you've done, where you've bought Facebook ads and you kind of give all the parameters of what you're looking for, where you're looking for them, who you're looking for, this works similar, but in terms of setting up parameters. So let me just explain what I'm doing with it now. Right now, I'm using it for B2B, which is basically, I'm looking for customers and actually more strategic partners that I can do business with and actually help me to share the SalesFlow story around the Pacific area right now, where it is totally unknown right now. So the first thing that is required is to have those parameters of what you're looking for. So I'm going to share with you what that's all about, and that's this targeting criteria here. So the setup, this is how you would normally start to set up your account. See, right now, I'm looking for I'm not looking in any particular city or any particular state. And my focus today, because each day I'm actually searching for customers and strategic partners in different countries of the Pacific Basin area. So today I'm looking for customers and partners in Australia. And if you see over here, this is how many this month. between May 1st and June 1st that I've actually reached out to, 795. And that's what unlimited leads provides for me. And the next step is really to just identify those qualifying items that identify your perfect prospect. In my case, I'm looking for here, right down here in the title, business entrepreneurs, business owners, and digital marketers that have an interest in lead generation or skills in lead generation, networking, online marketing, and digital marketing. That's my target audience. And that's what I'm doing with this tool for my personal use. For each of your businesses, you'd kind of pick these parameters. You'd kind of identify what location you're looking for them. And this advanced targeting is really like the demographics that you provide when you're looking for when you're doing paid ads, where you're kind of looking maybe not at the level of a company or a title, but you may be looking at education and industry, age demographic. So these are all your demographic parameters that you enter. And so this is how I've set up for my particular needs and for whatever business, because it does work for a lot of businesses, because a particular group that I belong to, which is basically an international and global group of small business owners, are using this in just about every industry that you can think of. So that's basically the start. That's where you start. So I've set my targeting, and the real beauty is here now. I just go and get me a prospect that has those parameters. And here's one, Chris Richardson. And I can go in here and view and get the information on his interests and hobbies. Here's the contact information of ways that I can contact him. So you see here, you get a real person that comes back as your lead. It's not a view by somebody or somebody going to your website to link for it. This is a real person who has an interest in what you're providing. So that's a key, and that's what the next generation of lead generation is all about, giving you real people, not putting you in front of a bunch of other kind of media sources to see if they're interested in what you're doing, and then they have to contact you. You now have the information to contact the interested person. So that's a total reversal of current lead generation and trafficking methods that are going to get blown away. So anyway, so here again, more information, the industry they're in, where they're located, interests and hobbies, and it brings back all of this, because this is a profile database of billions of people across the world. You know, this has been done because the timing is right. There's so much information about people that are publicly available. And, you know, we've actually built a profile of public information for billions of people across the country so that you can access them. So that's basically the information on them. But the sales flow process is actually taking them through the sales process. So here now I'm going to launch sales flow. And see this, Richard is my prospective contact. I'm going to do next. And I use LinkedIn as my media contact. So I select LinkedIn, and we have preset, proven, AI proven messages and that you can use. And one that I use here is, I think it's next, says, "Hi there. I'm looking to expand my network with professionals. I would love to learn what you do and see if there's a way we can support each other. Cheers." And so then all I do, I pick my message that I want to share, and you can customize and provide your own for your own business. And that's kind of the advanced method with SalesFlow. But then I send, and then for LinkedIn, you need to make a connection. So I just follow these steps here, which is to go to LinkedIn and select more here because I want to connect with Chris here. And then I just add my note. The note has been copied to the, what is that? You know, it's saved for me to my clipboard. And so all I do is paste it in here. And then here's that message that I showed you. "Hi, You know, I'm expanding my network and looking to make some connections. And then I just send it. And off it goes. I've now completed my reaching out to Chris here. And I simply close this out, and Salesforce tells me, okay, did you send the message successfully? Yes. Did you, and then it asks you if you want to book a follow-up. And this follow-up is for me as the one that reaching out to follow up. So we have it set for, 1 week later, a follow-up. So in this case, I say, book them, Dano, and let's do it again. So I've done the Salesforce process right there. It's taken several minutes, but I'm going to show you now. Here, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to get a prospect. And this is still using my same parameters. I'm going to launch SalesFlow. And this Kate is the person that it's submitted to me. I'm going to do next. I'm going to do LinkedIn. I'm going to get that message again here. And I'm going to send it. And again, same process. Kate, I'm going to connect with, more, connect, add that note, which is just pasting the note that that I selected, send, I'm done making that connection. See, it's all about connecting with people. That's what it's really doing for me. Did I send a message successfully? Yes. And then book a follow-up, on to the next one. That's where you save so much time and all the money that you're spending trying to get people to connect with you and tell you what they're interested in. Now you can find the people yourself. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it one more time. See, it's finding me a prospect out of the billions. Okay, Kylie, is it? I'm going to launch SalesFlow. Next, LinkedIn. Get the message that I want to send here. Send it. Go. And here's Kylie. I'm going to connect with Kylie. Paste my message in here and send it. Done with Kylie. Done connecting. See, all this is doing is helping you to connect with people so that you can share your story. So Kylie is done. And yes, I did. I'll go book a follow-up and let's do it again. So that's SalesFlow, Lance.
All right, great, Martin. Thanks. A couple of questions came in.
Okay.
One of them is, besides, you showed LinkedIn, but what other platforms can be used? Let's say the person doesn't want to use LinkedIn because they use Facebook a lot. What other platforms can be used,
Okay.
with this program?
Let me show you. Here you go. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to take another prospective lead. Okay, we get Darren here. I'm going to launch SalesFlow. Same process. Okay, we got his email there. So I'm going to not do LinkedIn. See, I was using LinkedIn. Now I'm going to send an email. Here we go. Send an email. And then I'm going to send that same message. Yeah, consistency. You want to be consistent. And then I'm going to send it. So see, I've got multiple emails that I use. So I'm going to send it from my business email, which is this one. And this is also pre-set up by you when with your account. And I'm going to send the email and then book them again, book my follow-up and on to the next one.
Okay, great.
You asked about Facebook. Let's do it for Facebook. I'm going to take the next one. And who are we getting here? Okay, we get Agnes. I'm going to launch SalesFlow. Same process again, but this time I'm going to do it with Messenger. Messenger is Facebook Messenger. So we pick Messenger here, take my message, same one, connecting consistently, sharing the same message and my intent and purpose of reaching out. And then I just send. One more step. Your message has been copied to the clipboard. Okay, so it's telling me, okay, Messenger. And okay, here's Agnes. So I just I just here, down here on the bottom here, I'm going to paste that message. See, I'm expanding my network. And here it goes. There it is. Off it goes, right? I mean, I'm not that familiar with Facebook. You are more, Lance. So that's how you make the connection on Facebook through Messenger. So I've done that. Oh, this one is my screen is being blocked here. But now I just do.
Okay, so
Well, let me
besides,
finish. I haven't finished it yet. So, I got to close this out and get this. You need to go all the way through the flow. So it wants to make sure you sent the message successfully, yes. And then you book your follow-up, on to the next. Now, how fast have you been able to get leads like that in your whole entire business career life, Lance?
let me ask you, well, it's super fast. I mean, in seconds, it took to get a lead.
Yeah,
where
and
it probably
yeah, you're
took
right.
me a year to get the same lead using different methods and costing a lot more money.
That's right. That's right.
Following up with the question
Okay,
that
next
came
question.
up. Well, no, it's the same question. So
Cool.
you showed LinkedIn, you showed email, you showed Facebook Messenger. Is there any other ways to?
There are, personally, I haven't, but let me, I'm gonna show and test it for you. Okay, so let's do another one for from my prospective prospects in Australia. So here's Jody. Again, I'll go launch sales flow. Here's Jody next. There's others down here. Honestly, I haven't used this. I know it's there because my primary platform is LinkedIn and email and Messenger for them. It does depend on what media they have to communicate, but let's try other. So other, I can do same message and send, and I think it's going to ask you, what's the method you want. So in here, you can make a call. You want to make a phone call? Let's say it's a personal call because maybe it's somebody you know. So you were just describing what that is. And now let's see it. I haven't really tested this because I haven't had the need for it. But let's say, let's see. Did you send a message? So it's really tracking what you do if you want to use anything that's other than what's available right now. So you could do personal call and do your call, share your message, do whatever it is that you do. This could even be used by a call center for that matter to track that. And then so you've made the call and now you just say yes. You have to physically do the call, right? And yes, and then you schedule a follow-up and on to the next. So, I mean, that's how you can do it. And so you can insert what others does is give you the flexibility to use other communication methods that you want. If you want to go to, what are some of the other social media? I guess if you want to go do it on other media, I mean, you'd have to still kind of copy the messages and put it into the other platforms, but Salesflow helps you manage the sales flow process for you. Yeah, that's why it's more than just lead generation. It's a lead generation manager too. Yeah.
All right, great. So you got time for some more questions? Well,
I like questions. Like you, I like questions, and I can only give you the best that I know from my experience or my knowledge. And if not, then we can try to get back to them with an answer if we can't get it. But we have direct connections to the developer and the SaaS software developers. We've actually partnered with them to really help them share this, and that's why Lance and I are taking it across the Pacific and this whole part of the world because it's not even known in this area. The software is used a lot. Well, I mean, a lot only because this is only really a 2-month-old software. It's been 3 years, almost 5 years in development, and it's growing fast in North America, South America, and Europe. But it's unseen, unheard of in Hawaii and going across the Pacific to Asia, Australia, New Zealand. I mean, and it's a tool everybody needs, right? I mean, honestly, when you look at it and what it does and what it gives you, I mean, every business on the globe needs this to save time and money. Anyway, my little preaching. So what's the next question?
It's not really a question. Well, it's a demonstration. I got this contractor who posted this scenario on our Zoom platform. He's located in San Diego, California, and he's a contractor. So how
Okay,
does
well,
he
let me-
use
let me,
how does he use the system to generate leads for home improvement and things like that?
Okay, let me do one thing first. I'll go to the edit here, and only because, you know, I'm using my own personal account. I need to Alt Shift 4. I need to do a screen save of my my parameters here because I'll have to re-put them in there once I you know, once I'm done doing the demo. But yeah, let me so I'm sorry, start your, what's the criteria for your contractor's target market?
Yeah, so the question that this contractor said is, he's services the San Diego market doing home renovation. So how can he use this system to help him, you know, get leads for his contracting business?
Okay, well, I mean, I'll start with the basic question is, you know, whose problems does he solve? That's really what the targeting is all about, you know, and so when you're using this tool, you need to have an understanding of who your target market is. You know, it's a matter of that's really the key. So let's put down, you know, some of his criteria and see if we can develop that. So you said San Diego?
Yes.
Okay, so San Diego is the city. Okay. Okay, and one of the things about NowSite is if they have drop downs, you use them. And I'm SalesFlow, NowSite SalesFlow. So the state is California, because this
Right.
is where people can get a little bit tripped up. See, so when it has a drop down, oh, Cali, like here, you want to use the drop downs because this is really the algorithm for parameters, yeah, for that being able to find what you want. Okay, and over here is United States. So, oh, I got to get rid of my Australia. United, okay, States. So that's why the key is if you get a drop down, use it. Yeah, don't type like in here. You don't want to put CA because it won't recognize it. Yeah, and then let's look at what were some of the other requirements? Contract. He's not looking for contractors. He is a contractor, right?
Yeah, he's looking for homeowners who need to renovate their house or repair things along those lines.
Okay, well, I think the key is, you know, just like in any other business, you still have to reach out and find out if they, you know, you got to talk to the people and see if they're open to what you need. So, but homeowners is good. I mean, he's looking for homeowners. Now, whether they need repairs or those kind of things, yeah, we can try to see if that's an interest that they have. See, because it depends on the, you know, the timing on whether now is the time for them to. Let me see if we get anything that has to do with repair. Oh, okay. See, so the criteria we're looking at is what the, you know, the interest of his consumer market, because he's looking more for consumers versus businesses, yeah. Although he could look for businesses.
Right.
So let's say homeowners and, you know, people who have homeowners and repair or repairing. So we could put repairs. You said repairs? Okay.
Yes.
And then is that, well, let's go with that, right? Let's use that for a start. So then we saved that criteria here. And now you know, if that feels comfortable for your contractor friend, then we just get prospect. And this is, okay, and so we get Miguel here in California that has had or, you know, generally interested in repairs. So let's, I mean, we can even view him for that matter. Not when I use Salesforce, I don't really look at all these details because it really doesn't matter to me. If he's matched my interest, then I just go with the flow, go with the sales flow. So, I mean, this just tells you a little bit more about the prospect, which is, you know, helpful for his sales activities if he needs it. You know, he's in the insurance business and blah, blah, blah. So, but at this point, I just launch sales. You know, when I get the name, I just launch SalesFlow. So we get a Miguel, and then, you know, we go through the process next, and then you do all this, whatever you want to do and how you want to do it, like I showed earlier. Yeah.
Right. Okay, good. So basically for the contractor, he can use this method to generate leads for him to follow up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
as you mentioned, it was basically seconds to get a name. So that's
Right.
good.
Right.
Um,
I mean,
I got
the beauty.
another scenario from someone else who asked the question. They're located in Colorado and they have a bakery um, in Denver. So how can the bakery use this system to get more customers or get the word out?
Well, I guess the process is the same. It's the criteria that differ. Yeah, because the criteria is based on the business and who they're looking for and who's out there looking for them. Yeah. So this, you said Denver,
Right.
Denver, and that's Colorado. CO, and it should, here's Colorado here. So make sure we pick the drop down. It's still United States. Okay, now, you know, a bakery, you know, people aren't going to tell you that they're looking for bakeries. I mean, it's not part of their interests or skills, but, you know, what are bakeries providing for, you know, these consumers that they
Well,
were.
it's a little different than going on Yelp and entering information. So in this particular case, I would say um, if they're a bakery, they'll be selling like pastries or cakes or pies or things like that.
Yeah, yeah. So let's put those interests in because people would identify those interests, yeah, that they like. So pastry. So see, I mean, you can share this with pastry chefs. Maybe you're looking for somebody that you want to help with your pastries. You could pastries, you know, pastry and bakery. Well, if they have an interest in pastry and bakery, you could, you know, we could select this, or, and the comma is an or let's try, you know, what did we have here? Or just pastries. Oh, here we have pastries and cakes. You know, they're interests in skills, and these are interests in skills. So you may come up with people also that, you know, do these things or like these things, and not from a just a eating it type of situation, but making it too. Yeah. So you want to pick any of these others? Pastries and
No,
desserts?
doesn't matter. Go ahead. It's
Yeah, let's
just a
just put,
demonstration.
yeah, it's a demo. Pastries and desserts. Just let's go with that. Yeah. I don't, oh, you know what? I forgot to take out we've been getting entrepreneurs, business owners, and digital marketers who have these qualifications, which is interesting. So I should check with them too. But yeah. Yeah. So I should actually remove this. So the last two that we demoed had those qualifying characteristics as well, which is interesting too. So let me save this targeting. And let's get a prospect. Denver, Colorado, pastries and bakeries. Oh, See, these particular items are probably a little too narrow. So let me just go back, and I think they had pastries or something like that. Yeah. Why don't we just look for those who would have an interest in pastries? Yeah, pastries. And that's pretty general, and that's, you know, who bakers want to get the people with the sweet tooth, right? So yeah, let's do that. Let me save that targeting, and let's get a prospect. So we're looking for, so here's Ronnie, seems to be interested in pastries. I mean, we can view, it's probably got it in his skills or in his interests here someplace. Something with, oh, here's pastries, so they're interested in
Yeah,
pastries.
so that might be a good prospect.
Yeah. So then you
You know,
just,
for the bakery.
right, on sales flow, and you go through the sales flow process, you contact them how you want to contact them, you know, and you can use this to do your promotions. Now you could send to Ronnie a flyer about pastries or about your bakery or whatever you want to do. So
Yeah, great.
this is
So he'll
building a
be in,
list. You're actually building a list for your company.
so he'll be in tomorrow to buy a box of pastries. So
Good.
this is
Sounds
great.
good.
You have time for one more?
I think so. Yeah. We still get time now. We got
Okay,
an hour for the webinar.
so here's the scenario. There's a person from the Philippines who wants to connect with people who are interested in network marketing. Can you run through a scenario and see what happens?
I sure can. That I know because, you know, I have a lot of people in that industry using this tool.
Well, we want to see if this actually works, because now we're going outside of the United States. I know you were using it for Australia or New Zealand, yeah?
I'm using it for Australia. I've used it already for Australia, New Zealand, what other places? Taiwan, Japan. You know, I'm going to connect and get this thing into the hands of business owners all across the globe. Yeah. So let me see. Okay, what was the other criteria? Network marketing?
Yeah, network marketing.
Okay. And I know this one because I've seen this one used a lot. So you can do network. You can do networking, or oh, there's a network marketing one that shows up. Networking. Or marketing.
I saw marketing on the top.
Yeah. Networking, marketing, and I think, you know, it's a matter of the terminology and words that are used, but I think one I've seen is MLM marketing. Is that the same as network marketing?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, because a lot of people identify themselves, I think, in that, and because I've actually used these for myself for those industry business owners also. So is that anything else? We don't need anything in the advanced yet. You're not looking for any of these other kind of criteria.
No, this is just a demonstration to see how good it works.
Honestly, if you have an interest in a certain people who are working in a certain company, like, but you know, there's, you know, Amway and all that kind of stuff, and if they're interested in it, you can put that in here, and I've seen that identify people that are actually in that particular business.
Oh yeah, why don't you put it in then for you know?
But I
don't know.
don't, you know, well, yeah, let me see. See, right there.
Okay.
And you know, I don't know about whether they do the business in Philippines and whatever, but see, now we've saved that targeting. And Actually, I just got something from my former upline on things happening with Amway, but let's see. So we've got the targeting set. So now let's just get a prospect. Let me see. Well, here we got Maya. Yeah, she's actually has the she's connected with the company, it looks like.
Wow. Okay, this is interesting.
See, so
I
there
like
you go.
it.
There you go. So she's looks like she's a trainer. So I mean that's how good this thing is. I mean, and I, and then I, launch SalesFlow and go through the process and all that kind of stuff like we did. So after you get the criteria, the process is the same for anybody and everything, as far as the sales flow process. And that's the key to this whole system, is the sales flow process. So anyway, I mean, just to share, one person that I know in our our small business community has actually used the criteria here. Here's my edit criteria. Because this job title one can be a significant. I think he's used this one to, he just wants to work with the owners and the bosses. And of course I use business owner and what else do I use? Entrepreneur as my words here. Yeah. Like you saw, yeah, I have entrepreneur that I've used here. I use business owner, because these are the exact people that I'm looking for. Yeah, business owners, and then because this tool is a digital marketer's dream, I do digital marketer, I think. Yeah, digital marketing down here. But you can also look, I mean, and these are ors, remember, so I'm looking for entrepreneurs or business owners or digital marketers. But others I know have put CEO. Yeah, and here you get the so you can use that as, or let me put CE. So you can access C-level people too, with this. And this is certified, but CEO. And this is the other drop downs. But you can, I think others I've heard have used, like the HR department. So you can put I think human resource managers, human resources, and you get, it'll key in on those. So I mean, this tool will find you pretty much whoever you want, wherever they are, and some. The information that it gives you is amazing, and that's something that no other traffic system can do. Give you such a wealth of one, contact information, which is, what did I show? Let me see. Let me just go to one that's on here. Here's one, that all this information about a prospective contact. There's no traffic systems that give you this kind of stuff. There's no lead generation system that gives you this kind of information. And if you do the personality analysis, see, this is demographics. It can also give you psychographic information if you need that. Yeah. So this is a tool to be reckoned with. And that.
Oh, great. That's good information. I have a question.
Yeah. As you can tell, I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Is anybody currently using like a assistant to help with this?
You mean a VA?
Yeah.
No, we'd like to, right? But you can, I think you can even look for them, well, you get time? Let's try it.
Well, No, the reason I'm asking is I just hired a fantastic VA myself.
Oh,
And
okay.
because I don't have time to go and do all this because I'm running multiple businesses. So
Right.
the
Yeah,
question
we both
is,
are.
other people that are using the system, are they having their assistants do the what you showed?
Well, I've been thinking about it, especially the sales flow process that I did. I mean, what that is like what call centers do, or what, all these back office operations do. So, I mean, that's what it really is. So it's something
Oh, okay.
you can hire, yeah, or have your staff do, yeah. But I personally, I haven't used it, I'm like you, I'm looking for somebody who I can train on this. And that's the other thing too, you can get it, train somebody else to use it, and they can run doing all the sales flowing for you to make those connections, and you, the business owner, you just follow up on those that respond back. See, that's another thing that you learn is after a while, you don't have time to respond. Well, one, you just want to respond back with those that connect back with you. It's a numbers game, right? So you're going to go through, and a lot of them are going to ignore your communication, but that's okay. I got unlimited leads, so I just keep on keeping on. Yeah. So anyway.
All right, great. So I think it's nearing closing time. So
Okay.
I
There you
guess
go.
we're
Virtual
finished.
assistant misspelled, but so you can.
Well, I didn't want you to go through one because if my virtual assistant is on the call, she might think we're looking for other people. We're not.
Nah, we're not. But that's just the capabilities. It's unlimited. You can find, the key is you find people that you need for what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. You
Okay.
wanna stop share and then we can
Okay.
close.
Let me let me do that. Hopefully I answered your questions.
Yeah,
enough of them.
thank you. So we're planning on doing this like once a week, yeah, doing the demonstration and all that. So this is our
yeah,
first
yeah.
one. So
Yeah, I agree. I
yeah,
mean,
thank you.
we need to get the word out on this, because most business people are totally unaware that lead generation is changing. And my mission is to get it into the hands of every business that I can come in contact with, that they can save time, save money, and build their business a lot better. Yeah.
All right, great. So unfortunately, I'm using my phone on the Zoom call, so I'm not able to check Facebook if there's any posts or questions and all that, but we'll be able to check later. And then also stay tuned because they're planning on doing this next week, same time, Wednesdays
Yeah,
at 9 a.m.
Yeah, we'll probably try to do it weekly, because this is, I mean, it's a show and tell thing. Once you try it and use it, you won't want to lose it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's plan on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Those of
Yep.
you on Facebook, on Zoom, thank you very much for attending. Stay tuned for the next webinar. Also, if you have any questions or comments, go to our website, askmarketingexperts.now.site, and you can get a hold of us. Then pick up our free leads and pick up free ebooks on marketing and good stuff like that. So we're gonna sign off for now. I gotta run, and Martin gotta develop more leads, I guess. So
Yep. Gotta keep sales flowing.
yeah, all right. Thanks for attending, and we'll see you hopefully very soon.
Aloha.
Okay, so you got
Everything's
the